Yo, what is up, family? It's your man, Pastor Short T, and I'm back with another episode of Break the Huddle. Man, I am totally excited, as always, to be back before you. And we are unashamed, breaking chains in Jesus' name. This is the platform for the Christian student athlete to come on and give their testimony and encourage and empower others through what they do and things they've been through. So we are going to have a phenomenal time tonight. So get ready to buckle up and get ready to have a great time. Now, you know how we do. You can always give and be a blessing to us. You know, BGTV Studios put the giving tools on there. And for those that are listening, bgtvstudios.com, and you'll see the information on how you can give and donate to keep great programming coming to you about these podcasts that are coming forth. But we're going to go on and get this thing up and going, and I'm going to hit you with the quote of the week. The quote of the week goes like this: you must keep moving forward no matter how tough it gets. Pretty simple. You must keep moving forward no matter how tough it gets, because somebody is depending on you. Keep moving forward no matter how tough it gets, because somebody is depending on you. Simple enough. All right, now we are going to go on and get this thing jumping with a little bit of word. As we say in the streets, give me some word then. And it comes from Psalms 23, verse 4. Very familiar passage. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. You're my rod, your staff protect and comfort me. Very familiar passage that's going to lead me into our guest that we got tonight. Tonight's subject is life be lifing. And my next guest, he is a freshman quarterback for the Tuskegee University, an HBCU, historically black college. And I am so excited that he's coming on here to talk about a lot of great things that's going on in his life and things that he's been through. So I need y'all to show some Break the Huddle love for my guy, my nephew, Joshwa Browder. What up, boy?
Yo. What up?
Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Representing Tuskegee.
Okay.
Man, how you doing? How you doing?
Good, I'm doing good.
And you're in the dorm right now? You right there in the dorm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right, man, we're going to get into this thing. First and foremost, you always got to give some shout-outs. So give shout-outs to your mom, dad, say their name, your brother, sister, all that. And, you know, let's go on and do that right quick. Let's go on and do that.
I can do my friends, too, right? I can
yes, do your folk, because I don't want them coming back and say you forgot them.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit it up.
Shout out for Landon Browder, Sr., Lucinda Browder. That's my dukes right there.
That's it.
Grandma Cassandra.
Yes.
My sister Kayla. My brother Phil.
Yep.
Jacoby. Shout out my homeboy, Deary. I know he watching.
Hey, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. And of course, you're a football player, so shout out to Tuskegee, the football team, coaching the staff, and all that stuff.
Coach James, Coach Smith. All of them, all my coaches.
Man,
Coach Carter too.
Oh yeah, that's love right there. All right, man, we got to do this thing where we're gonna break the ice a little bit. We're gonna do this thing called rapid fires, like our 2-minute drill. You know, when you get in a 2-minute offense, you go a little faster. So I'm gonna hit you with a few things, and you give me the first thing that comes to your mind. Pretty plain and simple. So let's hit it with this. First and foremost, who is your favorite Looney Tune character? See, I knew I was gonna.
Bunny.
Oh, there you go. Okay, Bugs Bunny. I'm with you on that. Now I'm gonna hit you. Your favorite home cooked meal.
My dukes know this when she make that chicken Alfredo.
Oh man. Now Miss Lucinda got to do better. And so when I come down next time, y'all got to feed her brother. She got to feed her brother. All right. Now, favorite old school family sitcom.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
Or Martin.
Okay. I can go with either one of them. All right. Favorite male athlete.
LeBron.
Okay. I'm gonna ask why, but you know.
You're the greatest. You're the
Okay,
greatest.
okay, I can go with you on that. Now somebody might come back and put some in the comments and go in. And okay, besides Jesus, your favorite person in the Bible to study?
Joshua.
Joshua. Man, I love that right there, man. And even though your name is Joshua, we ain't gonna go there.
Yes, sir.
And let me give a
Yeah.
shout out before we get deep in this thing. Samantha, thank you for tapping in with us. Sharice, Miss Lucinda, thank you for telling me that you're gonna make that Alfredo when I come down. So thank you for that. Josh, she said she's gonna take care of her brother. She's gonna feed the
Yeah,
man of
she
God.
she
So
gonna take care of you. She gonna
hey,
take
that's what
care of
I'm
you.
talking about. So I'm with it. And hey, I hope Apostle don't get mad at me because I'm coming to get mine. I gotta have some rolls with it too. All right, man. We're gonna go on and get into this thing. Josh, I know. Let's go on and start from the beginning of your journey. Drafted out of. Excuse me. I'm speaking into existence. Hey, you're going through the process in high school. You're going through the process in high school of where you're gonna go to school, and we're just gonna walk through this journey, man. Because you didn't have the normal journey that some people have when it comes to recruiting. Yours was a little bit different.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's talk about that journey. Let's go on and get started. However you want to start it, let's flow with it.
So I'm originally from Prattville, Alabama. Went to Prattville High School. Graduated 2023.
Okay.
My senior year, it wasn't the best. A lot of politics going on and stuff. So I only started like 3 games of my senior year, and that third game, I had a misly turnover, fumbled the ball, and uh, next day at school, I had got death threats and stuff, talking about they want to kill me and stuff, just over a high school football game. So
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy. So like fast forward to the end of my senior year, I really didn't have that many good offers, a lot of D3s and a few JUCOs. So I just took the prep ball route and played a season there. And then after that season, I had tried to walk on Alabama State. They really wasn't messing with me for real. So I had a few of the coaches at Tuskegee coach my brothers at Tuskegee because they originally played there, and they said come walk on, and then that's where I'm at now. And fast forward to like fall camp of Tuskegee, like I was going through a lot. I wanted like quitting stuff. Like mentally, it broke me. Physically, meetings after meetings, workouts after workouts, practice after practice. Like I just wanted to just end it all. And like it was a trying time. And like people that kept me going was my family, of course. Mr. Vincent, I know he watching, and my closest friends. They just stayed the course and stuff. And from there, it was fine.
Well, let me ask this. That mental aspect of you grinding, you're working hard, and you're putting in, you're doing all the things you're supposed to do, and things are
Yes, sir.
going left, even though your family is talking to you. How was your prayer life during that when you're asking God, what's going on? Why?
Yeah, I was asking why, like what's my purpose in this sport? Like, should I even still be playing and stuff? Like, I just kept on praying to God, keep trusting God, keep having faith in Him, just going day after day. Because that 2 weeks of fall camp felt like a whole 3-4 months.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was never going to end.
Wow. So you're going through this, and and even though you had support from your family, of course, and friends, let's talk about how you got involved with a coach, Jay Vincent, my dude. How'd you get involved with him, and talk about how he helped you to get through that process?
Well, I had met him. I think it was the beginning of my senior year. Yeah, because he had came to our church and preached one night, and we got inclined ever since. And when all that death threat stuff was going on, he just sent me words of encouragement, kept my head up, because I was in a deep state at that time. So I thought wasn't going to play college football. I thought I was done with football forever. So he just kept my head up, sending me Bible verses once a week, a few times out the week, and that's what kept me going.
Man, that's awesome, because Jay, being a life coach, he's a little bit different. Even though he at that time he was a pastor, but he dealt with you differently than like a regular person of his flock, so to say. He talked to
Yes,
you
sir.
on your level. So Tell the people how this life coach helped you to get through it as far as being on your level and encouraging you.
Mm, so yeah, he knew the right words to say and stuff. Like he kept my confidence because my confidence was at an all-time low. So them words of encouragement, like when people like give me words of encouragement, like tell me that it's gonna be okay, and like 'cause my mama do the same thing, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what keeps me going and stuff. So yeah, the words of encouragement keep my confidence up. That just keeps me going, keeps grinding. Just know I'm gonna make it.
Man, and that's where I'm at. Because what I continue to see with our student athletes is most people don't understand what you guys go through. First and foremost,
Yes, sir.
you got family, that are encouraging you. You don't want to let them down. Secondly, you're trying to be the best athlete you can be on the field.
Yes, sir.
Thirdly, you're dealing with the classroom that you're dealing with. Not to mention any type of relationship that's going on that might come, and so all these things are going on at once, and people think, oh, he's just this great athlete, and they start thinking that, but they don't understand your reality is real.
Yeah, like it's tiring. Like the schedule here at Skiki, 4 a.m. Practice start at 5:05. So we're waking up at 4 a.m. Practice for 3 hours. Then got class. Then got weights after and Zoom meetings, and then that cycle repeats it every day until game day.
And now you're getting ready to go to off-season workouts, and that's a whole nother
Yes,
animal
sir.
because you'll be getting ready for spring so you can compete then. So now you
Yeah, it
really
never
don't,
ends.
you really don't have an off season because now during your break you're going to be getting with quarterback coaches and you're trying to get better in that aspect so you can actually compete. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now through all of this, you also dealing with you keeping God at the forefront and keeping Him first. So let's
Yes,
talk
sir.
about your prayer life and your preparation in that, man, because even though people are encouraging you, you still got to have your prayer time and your word time and your worship time.
Yeah, like every day before practice, like in the 4 a.m. in the morning, I turn my gospel music on, and then that's what gets me going because I listen to rap music too, but like I can't start my day off like that with all that loud and stuff. So I like get that the soothing gospel music going, and then the night before I go to sleep, I read my word. I read Deuteronomy 27, Jeremiah 29:11, Psalms 91, and Romans 6.
Man, you putting the word on that thing. You putting the
Yes,
word
sir.
on it. So let me say this, and you're gonna at the end we're gonna talk about it. But you're saying that you're putting the word on your situation, correct?
Yes, sir.
And what a lot of people in general, not just students, but people in general won't put the word on it because we got to understand scripture teaches us that his word will not return void. So he has an obligation to do what his word says because his word he can't disobey his word. He can't lie to us like friends will.
Yes, sir.
So now mom and dad, they pastors, I understand. And we know the old saying that preachers' kids, they the worst ones. But you know what I'm saying. You don't heard it.
Yes, sir.
You don't heard it. I
Yes,
don't.
sir.
Yeah. So, but we're out to prove that wrong, man. And you're doing great things and you're making a stand. And that's the reason for this podcast, man, to give you guys a platform to say everybody ain't like that.
Yes, sir.
So Josh, day to day, the things that you're doing, you got going on, uh, and you just gave us the rundown, man. You just gave us the rundown of everything. Even when I contacted you last night, you were at tutoring, man. You're constantly striving to be the best you can be. So in your work ethic, how does your life of the spirituality and the football, how does that balance work, man? Talk to us about the balance of all that.
I try like I get my mentality from Coach Bryant. Like his man, he just I like that's where I get my work ethic from. His work just constantly in the gym, and then I read my word, workout, football, repeat. It's a continued cycle. That's how I keep going every day.
Man, and that you are blessing me just talking about the word, your worship, your workouts, the studying. You're blessing me with that. So now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. You just recently had a major tragedy down there at Tuskegee. It made national
Okay.
media, and and even I was checking in when I heard about it. I was checking in with the family, seeing how you were doing, and thank God you were in the dorms, when
Yes,
everything
sir.
broke out. So you talking about y'all had one of the biggest crowds ever down there because it was a major
It was
celebration.
50,000. 50,000.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you talking about 50 plus thousand in an area that really can't hold it for real. So
Yes, sir.
that's amazing. But in the midst of that, when everything was jumping off and you could hear the gunshots, tell me and tell the people what went through your mind when you heard it. How did you feel? Prayers that might have went up and all that.
Yeah. So like after the game, I had like the whole day I wasn't feeling well. So like after the game, I had went out to eat with my parents and stuff. And after the game, I mean not after the game, but after I went out to eat, because intentionally I was gonna go to that party. I had like my outfit laid out and everything. Like when I had came back into the dorm,
Yeah.
um, I had laid down for a little bit because my head was hurting and stuff. So I was waiting till it was time to go out to the party, and it was like 10:08, 10:10. My roommate had woke me up. He said, "You still going to that party?" I had looked at my phone, went back to sleep, and it was about 12:45 in the morning, 1 a.m. All I heard was, brrrr, and I was like, "Man, what is that?" And like my heart instantly dropped. I had instantly called my mom and tell her. I was saying like, "Hey, they shooting out here, mama. They shooting out here, mama." And like, and then we had got like a little group chat. I mean, a text in the group chat saying the shooter's on campus. He's moving on campus. Like he in the dorm hall next to y'all inside shooting. And I was like, dang. So we instantly had locked our doors and then just was praying. But the shooting happened like right this is right behind me where this window is. We were having right behind me, and it was crazy.
Wow. And it was a mass shooting. Matter of fact, the hot thing now is the switches, and
Yeah, it was a
man,
switch.
yeah, and it was, and that right there, man, I'm praying for you as well and your team and the whole campus. When I saw it, and we're checking in, and your folk told me like, nah, he was in the dorm, thank God, and that's where the spirit of discernment and being covered in prayers comes into play, because I don't care what nobody say, and well, it don't happen for well, covering, being covered with prayer is key in this situation, because this could happen anywhere. I don't care if you're at Harvard. I don't care if you're at Yale. I don't care if you're at Alabama, Auburn, Mississippi. It does not matter. It can happen anywhere. So we must cover our students with prayer. We got to do that. That's key. Because like you said, you just looked at it. No, I'm gonna lay it down. I'm going back to sleep. That right there is key, man, because now you're even praying that everything is all right, man. You said you were in your
Yes,
room
sir.
praying after that, man. That's big right there. So you're making a stand. How do people react to you being a believer? You're not drinking, you're not smoking, you're not doing what they do. How is that reaction accepted?
I mean, they understand it because I tell them I'm an athlete, so I really don't indulge that. I party a lot, not a
Yeah,
lot, but like
go
here
to
and
it.
there. Yeah, because just because I'm still a kid, so I
Yeah.
still like to have a little fun and stuff. So yeah, they understand it.
Man, that's phenomenal, because to make that stance in the midst of all that, when they doing everything else and you just be in the midst of it, but you're making a stand, that's showing your light right there, because they're seeing,
Yes, sir.
okay, he's different. So if I can encourage you in any way, man, just continue to be who God called you to be, man. Continue to be that person God has called you to be, and be the light in the midst of darkness. Continue to do that, man, because you're making a stance, and as you go through your college career, And man, once you get on the field, that's even going to be more of a platform than ever. Because they, like you said, they know you're an athlete. They know you're an athlete, and you're not doing what they do, and and that right there is like shocking them probably. You know, that's usually a big shock. Okay, I gotta hit you with this, man. You done dealt with tragedy. You dealt with the mental aspect. So now, what do you see as far as going forward in the future, man? What are you looking at? What are you majoring in?
Physical education.
Okay.
I'm gonna have two majors next year. So I'm gonna do physical education. Gonna be my minor, and my major gonna be sports management.
Okay. We headed into a whole bunch of stuff right there. That can go a lot of different ways, man. And through all that, man, you know, of course we don't know what God got for you. But and man, I know you're gonna be working your butt off during the off season so you can actually get a chance to get on the field. You're gonna do that too, man. I know that. But at the same time, man, you're carrying on a legacy. You know, one brother played DB, the other brother played wide receiver. Yeah, man, that's wild right there. But then here you come being a QB. So now you're writing your own path, but at the same time, man, you're carrying on a legacy of your family. So at the end of the day, when you drop the helmet, the shoulder pads, what do you want to leave there saying Joshwa Browder did this and what he's known for?
Gave it all I got. Left it all online. Play after play. Simple as that.
Simple as that. Play after play. And man, I believe out of all that, God's gonna get the glory out of all of it once all said and done. Josh, I want to say,
a championship.
Oh man, so you want the SAG? So you coming for miles?
My brothers got three. I got to give me one.
Oh yeah, you got to do that. So that means you coming for miles then.
Oh yeah.
Coach Shade's probably looking at me right now. Man, so Josh, before we end, what could you say to your fellow student athletes, man, that are going to college or in college and are battling things mentally? What could you say to them, man, as far as your spirituality and just encouraging them right now? Say it to them.
Keep God first. Don't break. It's gonna get better. My favorite Bible verse is Romans 8:18. The pain that you're feeling right now can't compare to the joy that's coming. So I just say, keep God first.
Love it, man. Nephew, hey, Apostle, I wouldn't say give him a role, but let him bring it. Let him bring it, man. Hey, I got to go back to one of my songs, Preach, Preacher. So, man, keep God first. He said it right there, man. Josh, it's been a pleasure, man. I look from seeing some great things from you, man. And I got to be at a game next year. So put me on the list. Man.
We got lights now. So
awesome, man. Well, thank you for checking out Break the Huddle with your guy, Pastor Short T, where we're unashamed, breaking chains in Jesus' name. That's my guy, Joshwa Browder. Look him up on all his social media and follow that guy. He's going to do big things. And we'll see y'all next time. We out. Josh, shout it out to him, boy.